ancient land of Egypt, where the Nile River flowed and the desert sand stretched endlessly, there was a god named Anubis. Anubis was a god of funeral practices and the care of the dead. He was often depicted as a man with the head of a jackal or sometimes as a full jackal. Anubis' role was crucial in ensuring that the souls of the dead were properly cared for and guided to the afterlife. Anubis was born to Nephthys, the goddess of mourning and protection, and Set, the god of chaos. However, some stories suggest that his father was Osiris, the god of the afterlife and rebirth. Regardless of his parentage, Anubis was destined to play a vital role in the realm of the dead. From a young age, Anubis showed a deep connection to the world of the dead. He had a natural ability to communicate with spirits and guide them to their final resting place. The gods recognized his unique talent and entrusted him with the sacred duty of overseeing funeral practices and caring for the deceased. During the early dynastic period and the Old Kingdom, Anubis enjoyed a prominent position as the Lord of the Dead. He was known by many epithets that reflected his role and importance. He was called "He who is upon his mountain," referring to the necropolis where the dead were buried. He was also known as the Lord of the Sacred Land, foremost of the Westerners, and he who is in the place of embalming. Anubis' duties were extensive. He presided over the mummification practices, ensuring that the bodies of the dead were properly preserved for their journey to the afterlife. He also guided the souls of the deceased through the underworld, helping them navigate the challenges they faced on their way to the afterlife. Anubis was a protector of the dead, ensuring that they received the care and respect they deserved. In the necropolis, Anubis was often depicted standing, watching over tombs, guiding the souls of the deceased from harm. He was also present during funeral practices and rites, overseeing the rituals that ensured a safe passage to the afterlife. His presence was a comfort to the living who knew that their loved ones were in good hands. One of Anubis' most important roles was in weighing of the earth's economy and ceremony. In the Hall of Two Truths, Anubis would weigh the heart of the deceased against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was lighter than the feather, it meant that the person had led a righteous life and could enter the afterlife. If the heart was heavier, it meant that the person had committed sins and their soul would be devoured by Amit, a fearsome creature with the head of a crocodile, the body of a lion, and the hind quarters of a hippopotamus. The weighing of the heart was a crucial part of the journey to the afterlife. Anubis' role in this process was vital, as he ensured that only the worthy could pass through the afterlife. His presence was a reminder of the importance of living a just and righteous life. In time, Anubis' role as the Lord of the Dead was overshadowed by Osiris. Osiris, the god of the afterlife and rebirth, became the primary deity associated with the afterlife. Despite this, Anubis continued to play a crucial role in funeral practices and the care of the dead. He worked alongside Osiris, guiding the souls of the deceased and ensuring that they received proper burial rites. Anubis and Osiris had a close relationship, built on mutual respect and a shared duty to the dead. Anubis often assisted Osiris in the underworld, helping to judge the souls of the deceased and guide them to their final resting place. Together, they ensured that the afterlife was a place of peace and rest for those who had led righteous lives. Anubis was known by many epithets that reflected his role and importance in the realm of the dead. He who is upon his mountain referred to his watchful presence over the necropolis, where the dead were buried. Anubis was often depicted standing atop a mountain, watching over the tombs and ensuring that the souls of the deceased were safe. Lord of the Sacred Land was another epithet that highlighted Anubis' role as the guardian of the dead. The sacred land referred to the necropolis, the final resting place of the deceased. Anubis' presence in this sacred land ensured that the dead received the care and respect they deserved. Foremost of the Westerners referred to Anubis' position as a leader among the gods of the West. The direction associated with the land of the dead. Anubis' role as the foremost of the Westerners highlighted his importance in the realm of the dead and his leadership among the gods who presided over the afterlife. He who is in the place of embalming referred to Anubis' role in the mummification process and practices. Anubis was often depicted in the place of embalming, overseeing the preservation of the bodies of the deceased. His presence ensured that the mummification process was carried out properly, preserving the bodies for their journey to the afterlife. Anubis' role as the god of funeral practice and the care of the dead made him a central figure in the life of the people of Egypt. The living revered Anubis, knowing that he would care for their loved ones in the afterlife. Anubis' presence was a comfort, a reminder that the dead were in good hands. The people of Egypt honored Anubis with offerings and prayers. They built temples and shrines dedicated to him, seeking his protection and guidance. Anubis was the guardian of the dead, but he was also a protector of the living, ensuring that they led righteous lives and received proper burial rites. Anubis' influence extended beyond the realm of the dead. He was also a god of protection and guidance, watching over the living and ensuring their safety. His presence was felt in every aspect of life, from birth to death and beyond. Anubis' legacy as the god of funeral practice and the care of the dead endured for centuries. His role in the mummification process, the weighing of the heart ceremony, and the guidance of soul to the afterlife made him a central figure in Egyptian mythology and religion. The people of Egypt continue to honor Anubis, building temples and shrines dedicated to him. His symbols such as the jackal and the scales were revered and used in rituals and ceremonies. Anubis' presence was a constant reminder of the importance of living a just and righteous life. Even as Osiris became the primary deity associated with the afterlife, Anubis' role remained vital. He continued to work alongside Osiris, ensuring that the souls of the deceased received proper care and guidance. Anubis' legacy as the guardian of the dead and protector of the living endured, a testament to his importance in the realm of the dead and beyond. Even in the modern world, the legend of Anubis continued to captivate and inspire. His story is studied by scholars and his symbols are cherished by those who associate and appreciate the richness of ancient Egyptian culture. Anubis remained a powerful figure in mythology, a guardian of the dead and a protector of the living. The image of Anubis with his jackal head and watchful presence continued to be a symbol of protection and guidance. His role in the mummification process and the weighing of the heart ceremony is a reminder of the importance of living a just and righteous life. Anubis' legacy endures, a testament to his enduring power and importance. His influence can be seen in various aspects of modern culture, from literature and art to film and popular media. His story continued to be told, a reminder of the timeless theme of protection, guidance, and the care of the dead. The ancient Egyptian god Anubis of funeral practices and the care of the dead, remained a powerful figure watching over the living and the dead for all time. In the afterlife, Anubis continued to care for the souls of the dead. He guided them through the challenges of the underworld, helping them navigate the dangers and find their way to their final resting place. Anubis' presence was a comfort to the souls of the deceased who knew that they were in good hands. Anubis' role in the afterlife was not just about guiding the souls of the dead, but also about ensuring that they received proper care and respect. He presided over the mummification process, ensuring that the bodies of the deceased were properly preserved for the journey to the afterlife. His presence in the place of embalming ensured that the mummification process was carried out with care and precision. Anubis also played a crucial role in the weighing of the heart ceremony. He weighed the heart of the deceased against the feather of mat, ensuring that they were only worthy and could pass through the afterlife. Anubis' role in this process was vital, as he ensured that the afterlife was a place of peace and rest for those who had led righteous lives. Anubis' story is a tale of protection, guidance, and the care of the dead. As the god of funeral practice, he ensured that the souls of the deceased were properly cared for and guided to the afterlife. His role in the mummification process, the weighing of the heart ceremony, and the guidance of souls to the afterlife made him a central figure in Egyptian mythology and religion. Anubis' legacy as the guardian of the dead and the protector of the living endures to this day. His story continues to inspire and captivate, a testament to the enduring power of myths and the timeless themes of protection, guidance, and the care of the dead. Anubis, the ancient Egyptian god of funeral practice and the care of the dead, remains an eternal protector, watching over the living and the dead for all time.